Hello, this is Bishop Garland Hunt, and this is the Power of Hope devotional. Welcome back. I love to be able to talk to you sometimes to give you a sense of what God is doing. And I feel like God is speaking to me, and I'm giving what you get, what I get. What I get, I try to give to you. So let me just tell you about this. I had a dream. What are you trying to do? Like Martin? Like Dr. Martin Luther King or something? No, but I did have a dream, and I want to tell you about it. Is that okay? Well, I was in a dream. I was walking with some young people, probably at least a generation younger than I was, and we were walking past, and I was able to glance off, and I saw this individual that I recognized. So I peeled away and came over, and it was Hosea Williams. Now, I don't know if you remember Hosea Williams, but he was a lieutenant with Dr. King. He did the Poor People's March. He did a lot of work with those that are impoverished, and so he did. He was a tremendous asset to Dr. King, but he was also one of those lieutenants that get the job done. So I saw him and I remembered him specifically. I said, "Wow, that's Hosea Williams," but it was a younger version than what we remember with the beard and all. It was a younger version of that. So I sat down then and talked to him. He was actually sitting on the corner on the street. And a lot of people were there. A lot of people were passing by, mostly black. And so as he was there, so he was saying how we have to really get out and really help the black community. We have to go out and really help the black community. And it was as if to say to activate them, and also he was also implying them to vote. So I went and told him. I said, "Well, I must tell you that Hosea, that I'm a conservative. You know, I'm a Christian conservative." And he said, "Oh, that's no problem." He said, "We need voices in the black community from a lot of different perspectives, because if we don't have them, their votes and their allegiance will be taken for granted." So we began to talk a little bit about organizing. He kept talking about the fact that the black community needed help. And so then while I was still there with him, the individuals that I was walking with, the young people that I was walking with, actually came back past us. And so I was able to stop and introduce a couple of them to him. And it was, ironically as it was, they didn't know who he was. They had never heard of Hosea Williams. So I was able to say, I said, "Well, listen, Google him, because he is a premier civil rights hero. He's a civil rights hero. You have to know Hosea Williams." So at that time, I remember getting up, and I was about to walk away and saying goodbyes. I was about to walk away, and then I turned around because I wanted to give him my card. So I gave him my card, and he gave me his number, his cell number. And so then as I was leaving him, I woke up. So at first, my first thought was, wow, that was cool to meet Hosea Williams. And then it dawned on me, wow, Hosea Williams is not alive. So then the dreams became complex, because why was I dreaming about someone that was not even alive? And I've never dreamed about Hosea Williams. So at this point, I began to go over in my brain and say, well, what was the purpose of this dream? And what I noticed was that the generation after me had no idea about who he was, because the generation after me has been just, those millennials have been attacked by technology and attacked by so much, and they don't feel the same kind of necessity as it is to rebuild the black community based on the values of the past. And then also I saw that it was very important for me to identify with someone like a Hosea Williams, as opposed to identifying with people that don't have the same kind of call, don't have the same kind of purpose, don't have the same kind of values that I've had. So therefore, I related to someone that was a hero in the gospel, as well as even in the movement, because those are the kind of people that I should be identifying with. It's like flying with the eagles. So I want to just tell you this, because I want to encourage you. Some of you have a great call on your life. Some of you have great commitment to the Lord. And let me just say this, please stop dealing with those Christians that don't feel like they have a call, or they're weak Christians. Fly with the eagles. There's a lot of work that has to be done in the body of Christ. There's a lot of work that has to be done in the black Black community, and Black and white relations. So please, let's get to work. This is Bishop Garland Hunt. This is the Power of Hope devotional. I had a dream.